Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you this 12th generation Intel CPU N95 mini PC from Beelink. Beelink, one of the big brands when it comes to mini PCs. And the N95 just came out in January 2023, somehow as a successor of the Celeron. And I've tested already some of them and they have been really fast. So I'm super excited. It has also 8GB of RAM, 256GB of ROM. It has built-in advanced Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and all the ports which you need. So I'm going to take it out of the box, show you everything what you get, and then show you the performance with gaming, office, and some other functions. So here's the box and some description or specs here in the back. So everything comes nicely packaged, nicely protected, comes even with some instructions manual. The most important thing, of course, is how to upgrade the DDR memory or the SSD card if you like it. But I mean, we have plenty, I would say, at the beginning already. And so here's the mini PC. Comes with some nice ventilation on the side and also in the back, some warm air exhaust. Then we have 2x USB 3.0 Gigabit LAN support, 2x full-size HDMI power supply, and also in the front 2x USB 3.0, the pinhole to reset the CMOS if it's needed. And we have the headphone jack and of course the on-off. Comes with some solid soft rubber feet, the VESA mount. And in the accessories we have a lot of cables, 2x full-size HDMI cable, one longer one shorter one, very convenient if you want to use this with the VESA mount behind the TV. Then here the power supply which has worldwide voltage support and the VESA mount with some extra screws. If you need to open it for the memory installation, you can remove these 4 screws here. After we have removed all 4 screws, you can lift this up, but you have to be a little bit careful because the bottom is connected already. It's really nice to see that we have also this installation slot already for an external hard disk drive. And here we have the 8GB of RAM, easy to replace, and here we have the M2 storage, also easy to remove with this screw. Lift it up, pull it out, and insert a larger one. So it's a really good construction. And so let's turn the mini PC on. And so we get automatically to the Windows 11 setup. You can choose the language, region, and of course the keyboard language. And now this is really important. I would highly recommend to skip the Wi-Fi connection during the setup because this can cause a lot of problems. So we uncheck this here and say I don't have internet. We can do that later. It has absolutely no disadvantages. Continue with limited setup and accept everything and do some basic questions about entering your name and other stuff. So that was really just 2 or 3 minutes. And now we go down to the internet and pick the Wi-Fi, enter the password, and we see a strong connection. Wi-Fi seems to be really good. And now as a first thing, I highly recommend to do the Windows updates because it can take quite some time. So we start everything here, sometimes needs to reboot a couple of times. During this time you can already start to download and install your software, games, whatever. You can also do browsing and maybe some office work, but I would definitely not start gaming or do some performance testing because the Windows update can consume quite some power in the background. But of course we can also check on the system information. We can see Windows 11 Pro confirmed. We see also the 8GB of RAM confirmed and the Intel N95 confirmed. And same thing with the storage settings. We can see 206GB still free out of 236. This is because of the formatting, so everything is perfectly okay. And there's also another thing which we have to set before we start really using this PC, and this can have a huge impact on speed and stability, and that's the time. So right click down here, adjust date and time, and usually what you have to do, you have to activate the set time automatically and also set time zone automatically. Sometimes it prevents even from using some programs, super important. So everything is downloaded, installed and updated and ready to be used. And so here you can see how it works with 10 open tabs on Google Chrome. I can switch really nicely between these open tabs. There is almost no load time, as you can see. Maybe a fraction of a seconds every now and then, but other than that, really nice. And when you are on a page, you can go up and down really smoothly. Sometimes it has to reload a little bit, but usually not much. You can see you can go up and down even on larger pages pretty fast. And we can even use 3D maps. You can see here Paris. After a little bit of loading time, you can zoom in and zoom out here and turn the whole thing a little bit around, as you can see. But of course it's not high performance 3D or so, but it still works really nicely. And probably the most important thing is 4K streaming from YouTube or other sources, and I can definitely confirm that's absolutely no problem. I can make it even a little bit larger. And you can see the resolution 4K, and you can see there are absolutely no lags, no delays, everything absolutely nice and smooth playing. And of course you can also use it for some office work. You can see how fast this opens for some text document, for writing, absolutely no problem, no delay. But of course it's not the perfect gaming machine. I mean, we can do some very light gaming here, like on Rebel Forces, crazy games. As you can see, it's working, but definitely not totally lag free. And also something which is possible to play, that's Asphalt 9, but also not totally lag free. But of course it's not possible to play like Wreckfest, Rocket League, PUBG, these things. There are just not enough frames, not even on 800p. I've tried this and the frame rate have always been in the single digits. But again, no problem for office streaming, browsing. And the awesome thing is that the PC is absolutely quiet. I can point the camera here, and even when I turn off the sound totally, and we can go even super close with this camera. Yeah, I hope you have been able to see that and hear that. For me, that I hear the fan just a little bit. I have to go to around 5 or 10 inches close or so. Other than that, there's absolutely nothing to hear. Just a little bit of light, warm air here coming out in the back. Also a little bit warm on the top. But what's good, there is no heat underneath and also not from the side. So the whole heat goes to the back exactly how you want that. So there's absolutely nothing which will disturb you while you're watching movies or other videos or doing office work. And of course, I've also been running a user benchmark test. You can see that here as a desktop, it has delivered really good results of 55% and described as a gunboat is really nice, especially when we look down here. It's saying that the CPU is performing above expectations, which is the most important thing. So it looks like it's a good implementation, and same thing for the graphics card, also saying performing as expected. So everything looks like it's a good implementation. So again, I would say absolutely perfect for streaming, light office work, browsing. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.